haven't been mining for 10 seconds.
Alright, so by the way, you can introduce the players, my friend. I just want to, I always want to, I don't want to, like, take all the introduction.
Oh, sure, yeah. We would do the alternate, we'll do whatever feel. We're going with the flow, that's all.
Exactly.
Friendly clan war. True that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Let's do this, guys. Let's get the countdown going. 10, 9, 8, whatever. I'm not going to count down with it. That's what this thingy is for. We're going to be here on Tal'Darim Altar. And, of course, the score is currently 1-0 in favor of Team Property. Clarity Gaming bringing out Saravati, looking for that win.
Yeah, it's the best of 7. It's all-kill format, guys. So if you guys watch GSTL, I should say, that's pretty much exactly what it is. So let's say Bobson wins again. That means it'll be 2-0, and then the next player, then the next player, something like that. So now I'll pass out a word, and we can get in this game.
Yeah, I very much like this format. I think it's very exciting. Can lead to some very cool things. What else has it? I think IPL Team Arena, Team Arena Challenge did, I believe, and
Flight Club.
Yes,
I believe.
So down here in the lower left, playing as the purple Protoss, and for Clarity Gaming, he is Saravati, and his opponent here in the upper left of Tal'Darim Altar, the red Terran, playing for Team Property. He is Bobson, the victor of the prior match, and someone who I would say is a very strong TVP player.
I'm just wondering, like, when he plays this game, do you think he plays with the bulletproof vest? Because his play is so solid, man. So
holes.
Solid.
It's Kevlar.
Exactly.
It's solid. Man,
like, I
bet he's on a SWAT team in real life, man. I bet, like, on the side, he's on the SWAT team. He's got those tactics, that strategy. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't, man. Like, it just... I didn't realize the Swedes just have this, like, SWAT force. I think the whole team just police officers, man. They're just like, meh. And, like, obviously in Sweden, the crime rate's so low, it doesn't really matter. They're just not going to get in trouble anyway. They're like, meh. Like, Sweden's obviously a lovely place. Yeah, there's probably never any crime there because everyone's just so nice. So they're kind of unemployed now. So it's like, it's fine. Let's just go join.
Yeah, we'll be pro gamers instead. We'll harness our skills there. All right, so I think it's official. 98% chance that Bobson is a former police lieutenant, and of course that's why he's playing Terran, very military-based sort of thing. It all adds up, really.
And he's Superman too. Don't forget that.
Also Superman.
So everybody's scattered on 9. Interesting. So scouting on 9, which means he wants to see the gas timings. I would probably opt to scout on 12 in this matchup, but since this is a 4-player map and he didn't really know where he's going to be spawned, I guess scouting 9 is generally okay. So we do have pretty much, it looks like exactly the same opening. Saravati's being generally annoying and trying to, like, zap away at that barracks.
Well, that's one of the benefits of scouting on 9. You get in there, you're able to harass, and it's annoying. I mean, right now we have Bobson with 3 SCVs off the line, but normally you'd only have 2. He's going to go ahead and out and scout, and yeah, I think one of the reasons he scouted early was because, Tal'Darim Altar looks like, by the way, guys, it is not forced cross, as, you knew 2 minutes and 50 StarCraft seconds ago. These guys are vertically spawned, and, that means if Saravati decides to maybe go for that 4-gate you were talking about, he's going to have a bit easier time getting that funny pylon positioning where you can plant it right underneath the natural and then just run a stalker past and warp in a bunch of zealots.
Yeah, well, I mean, I really think the 4-gate's like kind of good. On this map, and also just because the build's never used anymore. I mean, I'll be honest, the build's kind of iffy. I mean, really, really iffy. Because no one uses it. I don't think I've seen it in so long. Maybe only PvT, but PvP, I should say. But. The build's so old that I think it's kind of like a curveball. Like, you don't really see it coming. Like, whoa, like he did that. Like, and sometimes it can really catch people off guard. But usually at this high level now, I think people can just kind of counter it anyway. So I'm not sure if we're going to see it. Again, we're going to have the 1-Rax FV coming down for Bobson. So again, he's wearing his Kevlar vest again. So he's going to be playing absolutely solid. And I really like that. I really like the supply depot at the top right. So that means he can definitely make sure there's no pylons going to be sneaking up there. And then we've got the 420 barracks, the extra 2. They were a little bit early, so it looks like he wants to be making sure he gets a bit more units out, and he's actually delayed his bunker by about 10 seconds by doing that, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's something to take note of. The Tal'Darim Altar main is, like, huge. There's a lot of places you can get away with hiding stuff if you're not careful. So he's not going to let that happen, and the SCV actually snuck by, but it didn't see the Nexus of Saravati. Saravati saw the SCV, but he didn't, but vice versa could not be said. So, I mean, I'm assuming that he thinks that the Terran got the confirm on the Nexus, but that's actually not the case here for Bobson. And, he didn't get the confirm on that Nexus last game either.
Yeah, I mean, that's really, really big. Because if you think about mind games in this, and this is, like, really, really huge in my... Oh, Bobson's actually coming in. Is he going to say... Oh, he doesn't. So, This is huge, because right now he's like, I'm in the dark. Did he take it? Didn't he? I'm not sure. He can't really move out in the map at the moment, because you've got a Zealot and a Stalker to really worry about. So he's either going to have to scan, or just maybe send another SCV out. But again, this map is so big, I guess maybe sending that could be good, but again, you would have to run away so long, and look at that. Already got a probe from Saravati right there, and Warp Gate's just finishing as well. So I guess are we going to see an early robo or something? So we got 3 gates, so we might be doing some 3 gate pressure perhaps. Is there a palm being chucked down? Saravati's got a probe in position.
Oh, the Stalker getting... Oh, is it going to get picked off? Oh, yeah, it does get taken out. That's going to take a lot of steam out of his push.
Yeah. So right now, we actually do have a palm going down as well, so I think that's why he had an early rack. So he's getting 2 early racks, and Stim's coming down as well. So, wow. Looks like he's actually going...
Marines.
Yeah, well, that's actually a huge deal.
This is not good for Bobson. He's going to be throwing down an emergency bunker there. The pylon of Warpkin. We're going to have 7 Stalkers on the map against how many Marines? Only 6 for Bobson, and he's only got 1 bunker. This could actually be really, really scary.
Wow, look at that marker from Saravati as well. He's going to get it. Wow, there's actually so many Marines right here.
Oh, and he's actually going to be able to dance with the range of that for a little bit. Going to pick away at that second bunker because the first one is not quite able to, and there's no way you're going to forward rally those Marines out of that bunker. Far too many Stalkers. What is Saravati doing behind this? He's
there's actually a probe in the main base.
Oh my god, how did that happen?
They actually ran in when all his units were actually away. And oh my god, but actually SCVs do surround that, and he's going to be microing as much as possible. He's actually... he's killing so many SCVs right here.
We got 5 workers killed so far, 4 Stalkers remaining for Saravati, which can do a lot of damage. But with the Marines and the SCVs trying to back them up, I mean, he should be able to clean this up. We have more Warpins. There's 2 pylons in the main. Those aren't going to be taken out anytime soon. This is crazy.
Wow, and actually nice surround for the SCVs right here. There's only 3 Stalkers left, but he needs to kite as much as he can right now. Wow, he's actually doing... I like the target firing here. He needs to target fire a little bit better. Now he's actually starting to I think he's kind of trying to warp in a bit more. Wow, all the SCVs on such low health. I'm really surprised they're not dead yet. There we go. Now we've got some target firing going on right here. And the Stim just finished. Now this, I think, is going to be end of the push. Once Stim done, he can just do so much damage right now. He needs to really target fight these Marines.
This is a very interesting sort of development here. There's only, what do we have on the field? 3 Marines here for Saravati, or not Saravati, I'm sorry, Bobson. He is producing out of 3 racks, though, and should be able to clean this up. We do see Saravati is producing probes behind this. He's actually got an 18 worker lead right now. But if you look at the units lost tab, he's behind by about 1,000. Now, how is that going to pan out for him if Bobson decides to be aggressive? It's going to be up to Bobson. Wow, we're actually still seeing Warpins here from Saravati.
I mean, I kind of like this because he's just constantly forcing workers off the line.
Yeah, he's killed how many? 22 workers so far. And now it looks like this is going to be cleaned up. This pylon finally going to go down to these Marines. But, I mean, they got Stim. They're weakened. They don't have medevacs to heal them. We actually have Stalkers warped outside the main now to keep poking, keep doing that pressure. And meanwhile, behind the Saravati, what does he got going on? We have robotics facility. We've got all 4 gases taken. And we've got a 25 probe lead. He is looking dynamite.
Yeah, man, I really think a Colossus follow-up here is perfect. I'm thinking about it, like, you've done so much damage, you know you're ahead. You think, like, he's done so much damage, in my opinion, that he's kind of delayed, like, the tech as well. So, Starport's going to be a little bit delayed. Oh, no, don't worry, he kind of, he wants to get that up as soon as possible anyway. So, there we go. He didn't have too much gas in the bank, which I'm actually surprised he did go back into gas. I would have probably prioritized minerals over that, but, you know what, at the moment it's actually fine. He's probably a better player than me anyway. So there we go. So we do have the Colossus follow-up coming anyway. It makes every time I kind of guess when he's going to do the follow-up, I just feel like a wizard. I'm just a wizard when I play this game, man. So
yeah, man, you get extra caster points for that. Esports dollars.
Of that esports dollars, man. So this Colossus follow-up is going to do really, really well because I mean he's not going to have enough money for Vikings really. He's going to have to choose between Medivacs or Vikings. So you can't really build both at the same time. So I really don't think about probably 2 to 3 Colossus. This fob is just going to go just completely roll Bobson, and he even he's probably even going to take a 3rd behind this as well. So it's not even going to be all in.
Yeah, it's going to be murderous. And the cool thing about Colossus on this map, I mean, even if he doesn't need to all in. Obviously, he doesn't even need to break the front. He can sit with these Colossus behind the natural, poke away at those SCVs, draw the army back and forth, really get in a good position. I mean, this is Saravati's game to throw away. We'll see if Bobson, however, is able to bring it back. He is producing double medevacs immediately. Does he have the scout on the Colossus tech? No, hasn't even seen the Robo. So, I mean, surprise Colossus is never a Colossus that a Terran wants to deal with.
Surprise Colossus.
Surprise, it's huge.
So you get the medevacs out, and the observer does see it, so he knows that the starport is pretty much out. And oh wow, actually, and then there we go. So he will kill that observer. So another observer down. Man, this is something I really want to start doing. Like for some reason, like I swear, every Terran player just has these like steel eyes. I can just see every observer unless they like zoom in and do that thing. But I just can't do it, man. When I play, I'm just like blind.
Yeah, we don't have that tiger vision. I'm no good at picking off observers either. It's just, I'm like, fine, scout everything. It's okay. I can't find your invisible flying cloaked unit.
Yep, so there we go. There's that third I was talking about. So again, he's going to be doing probably a timing around probably 2 to 3. When River Range finishes, he'll just go for it. And I really feel like he's just going to be over, really. Like, he just doesn't know. And it's, unfortunately, got a double drop. This could get him back in the game if he kind of moves out. Like, if you don't really, like... Oh, actually, does he have an observer in the way? Oh, wow, he's got a pylon, but again, that's not going to see it. Oh my god! No, he doesn't see it. Wow, that looks like a pixel off.
Oh. And it looks like pressure out here from Bobson. Going to take that tower, and it's going to pull the army out of position. He's going to be guarding the front. Meanwhile, the drop's going to be coming in the back. But, Stalkers are in position. Is it going to be enough, though? There's a little tiny bit of airspace on the left where these drops can sneak around. He's certainly going to be looking for that two-pronged attack to pull the army into the main, then run into the natural and kill as many probes as he can. But these Stalkers in good position for Saravati, and Blink is going to be finishing relatively soon.
So, really... I know, when Blink finishes, like, any drops really just kind of come really a non-issue. If he target fire as well. So, Saravati, man, like, I've seen him play, like, he won't misfire. I mean, I don't think so, anyway.
Nah, he seemed to be really active with those Stalkers. As soon as he saw that drop in his radius, those Stalkers were dancing around, really excited to shoot some of their lasers, but Bobson did not fall for the trap. He's taking a third behind this as well, pushing in, taking out that pylon, but the army of Saravati there to deal with, and he's actually going to trap and kill all these units at the cost of a few force fields, which is a trade I'd take any day. Now the drop in the back going to pick off one medevac, but a lot of units get inside.
Yeah, so now he's going to run straight for the probes. He really wants to try and get back in this game as quick as possible. And wow, nice cannon placement. It's actually going to do a lot of damage, and that's a really sick blink. And there we go, this drop does actually get taken out. And does he really kill any probes? Wow, he only kills 5. Yeah, I bet he does. Yeah, so 75 to 57. He actually did come back in the game a little bit, but I think he lost too much. Like, when you're in this position, you're that far behind, you can't afford to lose, like, anything for drops. So he pretty much just lost 2 drops there, and his army is... sufficiently dented from that. Again, 99 supply to 148, and if a Protoss is 40 supply ahead, that's definitely not a good sign. 3 gates coming down as well, so he really wants to add on that production, that meat for his army. So again, he's even having a storm fault, so he doesn't want to take any risks. He's like, alright, I'm going to wait to storm, then I'm going to push an attack. And then that pretty much might be able to decide the game, unless he has some, like, Tasia micro.
Yeah, you can't always count on it. He's only got 2 Vikings on the field here. Just started producing Vikings, of course. The first he saw of that Colossus was when it killed his attack over at the 3rd. And so, I mean, this is pretty good timing for Saravati. He knows the Colossus haven't been revealed until now, so the Viking count is going to be low. We are going to have 3 on the field momentarily for Bobson, but with 4 Colossi, it's going to be a little scary. So I like what Bobson's doing here. I mean, obviously he doesn't want a direct engagement. He needs to keep pulling that army back. He's going to be pushing into the 3rd again. Yeah,
I really like this decision. It's just really difficult because like a lot of the time you're not 100% sure. Like sometimes, because I know this map's so big, and he might obviously not play this map very much. And there we go. So now he wants to get out of there as much as possible. And whoa, double guardian shield.
Ooh,
a bit premature, but that's fine.
Yeah. And the Stalkers weren't quite with the armor, so they aren't able to blink and take that out. So Bobson really controlling space well. Catching up, he's only 20 supply behind now. Army supply 87 to 68 in favor of the Protoss, but Bobson, he is really getting back up there. He's actually only 5 workers behind now. How did this happen?
Macro, my friend, and Ghost Academy again, but the Ghost Academy is too late, I feel, and I still think that he's just going to hit this really sweet timing again. +1, +2, wow, his upgrades are a little bit behind, maybe just because he delayed his upgrades just a tad. But I really feel this storm timing again. How many high temperatures on the field right now? We do have 6, so
ooh, that's a lot.
Most of them have storm, and that's going to be pretty much.
Drop here though on the right side of the 4th base. He's actually taking out a lot of probes, and this Nexus might be forced to cancel as well. He has now taken down a total of 23 probes, with the last of those going down. Not quite going to get the Nexus, but wow, the worker count is now in the favor of the Terran.
And I think I actually said Liquid for some reason. My bad.
Liquid
guys.
Bobson.
So yeah, man. Team Liquid
might
Bobson.
As well be. He's playing like a pro here.
Yeah, man. Someone. Anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, so we're gonna be, he's gonna be kind of engaging here. Got the factory just to kind of spot the whole army. He's still on the walk move.